Formula One World Championship. Hoping won't help you. You have to want to win.
Because don't forget, this is a mixed gender sport that's physical.
My name is Atiqa Mir. I'm 10 years old. I'm from India, and my goal is to be the first female in Formula One.
Commitment, determination, and unshakable belief. Characteristics most children don't yet possess. But India's Atiqa Mir is no ordinary 10-year-old. The karter from Kashmir, competing under the UAE flag, has a passion for motor racing and a clear vision of her future in the sport.
My main goal, I always said in the karting thing, I want to win the FIA karting championship and I want to win the Formula One World Championship.
But Atiqa's not alone in having lofty goals at such a young age. Here in Valencia, 30 drivers aged 8 to 12 are competing in the Champions of the Future Academy's mini category. Atiqa is one of only 3 female drivers amongst them. The daughter of India's first national karting champion, Atiqa Mir, Atiqa's interest in racing surfaced when she was 5. But her father was sceptical. The 2001 Formula Asia Series vice champion knew what a colossal task it is to pursue excellence in motorsport. Atiqa's unrelenting passion and early promise won him over.
So I think it was because I kept beating the lap times that he asked me to do. So that's why maybe he thought I was good enough. And he still has the same thing today. He always thinks I'm good enough to do anything.
In motorsport, getting the right support at the right time is crucial, especially in countries like India, where a lack of infrastructure and financial barriers make racing inaccessible to most. Atiqa himself had to go it alone. He's determined Atiqa won't have to.
She's driven, she knows what she wants. It's good to have big goals. You should not have small goals. You should not shortchange your life. It's one life. Have big goals. See how it goes.
One life, big goals. Achieving them requires massive amounts of dedication. And Atiqa needs to work harder than most of the other drivers on the grid. Motorsport is one of the few truly mixed-gender sports in the world, and one in which male drivers have a slight physical edge.
What I struggle with is when she asks me, oh, the other guys are not training, why am I training? So again, that's just something, especially being a female as well, you need to train a bit harder than the boys, because genetically they need to get to the same strength level.
Even now, some male drivers don't like being beaten by a girl. And that means Atiqa sometimes gets rough treatment from her rivals.
There is bullying, but you just have to deal with it. You're not going to get any protection for the girl. She has to fight her own battles, and that goes for all the girls. Because don't forget, this is a mixed gender sport that's physical.
That's another reason why Atiqa wants to make sure Atiqa squeezes everything out of her huge potential.
Supremely naturally gifted. We're all trying to hone that talent, get it into her developing into what we think she can be.
But parenting and coaching a young racing hopeful is challenging.
My dad is really kind, when he's not a coach, so he's a dad. And then when he's actually a coach dad, then he's pretty strict. Sometimes when he's really mad at me, I don't really like to talk to him or listen. So but I still try and be friends.
Fathers get emotional, right? Whereas a coach would not get emotional.
So Atiqa has taken a small step back from coaching Atiqa, allowing a dedicated coach to take the lead. Enter Danny Curl, 2017 World Karting Champion, and Atiqa's coach and mechanic for the weekend.
Atiqa's very a very smooth driver. You could do a little bit more aggression out of her, but she's a very smooth driver, getting on quite well.
The first day of practice on the track is intense. Danny and Asif ruthlessly analyse Atiqa's performance.
What happened?
No, I didn't crash, but I avoided him. That's why that's fine.
Oh, you went off?
Yeah, on the ground.
Where?
Oh, I didn't see.
What?
I couldn't do anything.
Did you hit anything?
No, I didn't.
Sure.
Yeah.
You went on the grass?
Yeah.
Well, that slide on the last corner cost you 3/10. Would have been P3.
Yeah, on that last lap.
Massive slide.
You hit the curb on the way in, remember it?
I just lost it on the entry.
It's okay in the end of the straight, but
It's
this side's got a hole where
when she gets the corner right, it looks suddenly like a different engine.
she's got speed potential, but she needs to be a lot more aggressive in terms of racing. She allows people to sort of bully her a little bit on track at the moment, and that needs to sort of snap out of her straight away.
I'm hoping for the best this weekend, but you can't just hope, because like hoping won't help you. You have to like want to win. If you don't want to and believe you'll win, then you won't win.
2 days of intense racing lie ahead, but Atiqa's already looking to the future. She's backed by F1 Academy's Discover Your Drive programme, which aims to identify female racing talent early and provide a pathway to Formula One. Only 5 women have ever entered F1 races, most recently in 1992.
They were like in the 1990s, around 1980, 1970. Not in the modern era, so I want to be the first female driver in Formula One in like the modern era.
These drivers have come from all over the world.
Good luck, Atiqa, yeah? Enjoy, have fun, all right?
I've come here for a win.
Tough moments for the drivers.
So here we go then, into the drum lines, lights are out, we are racing.
It's time for Atiqa to put the lessons learned in the practice sessions to good use. Despite qualifying 10th, incidents in the preliminary races means she starts the final 17th. With Danny watching from the pit wall, she carves her way through the field. But on the last lap, she misjudges the gap to the karts behind her and drops 2 places to finish 13th.
No, I'm not happy.
The disappointment in the Mir camp is palpable. Atiqa is unhappy, as is Asif, whose response to the 10-year-old's error seems almost unforgiving. But this is the harsh reality of competitive motor racing. With each race costing thousands of euros, every mistake is an extremely expensive lesson.
I'm really angry. I'm trying to control myself. I don't understand.
With another day of racing to come, Atiqa is determined to do better. She watches her races back that evening to learn from her mistakes. This sort of training is constant. At home, it involves spending hours on her simulator. And with racing taking over her life, she's left revising for school tests on flights between races.
Things that are in your control, things like learning skill, improving, that is zero compromise for me. Results is something I'm really relaxed about, because I realize that it's a dynamic sport. But what you can do is be well prepared, be the fittest, be the most smartest, sort of, that's all a question of preparation.
Asif's demanding nature stems from the knowledge that millions of Indian kids, especially girls, don't get the kind of opportunities that Atiqa has.
Even in popular sports, other than probably cricket and a few other sports, in India, you're rarely going to have parents supporting the child at the age where they could become professionals. And basically the dream dies over there. And then you add the female factor to it, that becomes even worse. Because there is a difference how the society or even your own parents view a girl versus a boy, in the opportunities they get or in how we view their careers. And it reflects that's just the society we are.
The second day of racing proves difficult again. But the final gives Atiqa a chance to prove herself.
Right, Atiqa, getting the kart rotated as quick as possible with the brake. If you do well in the final, no one's going to care where you came from.
Atiqa Mir. She's always bounced back and she's always had a positive look on her face.
Remember that last chicane, don't turn in too early. And the middle bit, come in a bit tighter and carry a bit more speed through the whole part of the corner. Wheels should be very, very close to the edge, okay, because we're opening up the corner. We need to be going through this traffic to get to the front where they are and be holding up with them.
It's a tough outing for Atiqa. After making up 3 spots on the first lap, the race is temporarily stopped due to a crash. On the restart, she loses 11 positions and spends the race clawing her way back through the traffic. The result, another 13th place finish.
Next time, okay?
Wherever she finishes, Atiqa always has her family. Each race is a stepping stone towards greater goals. With the weekend over, Asif too can take his foot off the gas.
I just wanted to improve at this stage of her karting career, like keep getting better, improving. Her results are not that critical. It's very important that she learns all the tricks of the trade so that by the time she reaches junior, she's like this polished, ready product.
You did great. I feel very, very proud, and sometimes it's like, it's really her, you know, it's like that kind of feeling, and she has so much support, so much following, so much fans out there, so many young girls who look up to her and actually start, you know, racing and karting because they saw Atiqa at that age and they want to follow her journey.
And Atiqa herself keeps her true objective in mind.
If I don't win in karting and I still be in Formula 1, it's better.
Her dream of reaching the pinnacle of motorsport lives on.